gremlin ideas can't get evidence against them or for them. And over here, in science, I'm going to add this to this, so you might want to add this. In science, we use evidence to make decisions. There is no evidence over here. So what do we have to do with this idea?
Junk it.
Junk it.
Well,
What does that mean?
get rid of it because there's no proof. You can't prove that, like with those, with the ring and everything, you can prove that. Well,
What do you mean?
can't prove
You can't prove. What can you do?
You can, I don't know.
Here, I'm going to give you a new term, because Ricky's saying you can prove those, but why is that wrong? Because you can't. But here's what you can do. You can get evidence for them. You can't prove them, but you can get evidence for them. And so up here, we got, in science, we use evidence, but over here, the gremlin idea, you can't get evidence, and then Ricky said, junk it. I'm going to write this. So, we ignore these ideas. But I want to be really clear. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Because watch what I'm going to do here. This is going to bother some of you, so just stay with me. Supernatural ideas. Well, what's included in supernatural?
Ghosts.
Ghosts. What else? God. Two scientists believe in God. One of them says, and they're trying to figure out how weather works. One of them says, well, God did it. God just makes weather happen. Where does that get us?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. You can't predict how God's going to work. Is that idea wrong? No. Is it right?
No.
We don't know. I mean, we really don't. And then over here, we have a scientist who believes in God, but says, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can figure out how the wind works and explain weather using the wind and the clouds and all that stuff. Where does that get us? What? Somewhere. And so it's kind of like if scientists who believe in God said, well, God did it, it doesn't get us anywhere. If a scientist who believes in God says, you know what? Maybe God did it, but I'm not going to use that idea. I'm going to try and come up with another idea. It gets us somewhere. Science studies nature. God is supernatural. What does the word supernatural mean?
Super nature.
What does that mean?
Not able to be here or something like that. Like you can't.
Do you guys know what a superscript is? Like when you're writing, you make a superscript. Like if I put x squared, a superscript is above the regular text. This is the superscript. So supernatural means God is above nature. Science studies nature. Science does not study God.